Mercy Medical Center Cambodia is a hospital that has 4 primary purposes. Our whole goal is to heal others in the name of Christ. Our women's health outreach is specifically seeking to bring in women who otherwise would never see a doctor, who don't feel sick or have any symptoms, but are at risk of dying of cervical cancer or maybe suffering from other silent female disorders. They come from different parts of the country. We give basic health education. We give education on nutrition, on women's health issues, on breast cancer and cervical cancer prevention. They also receive blood tests for different infectious diseases, and then we do an exam and treatment as needed for prevention of cervical cancer. We have partnerships all over the country, so a majority of the patients come from the Phnom Penh area, but about half come from all the other provinces in the country. And for a big outreach once a month, we partner with a referral partner. They may send a bus load or a van load. Sometimes the patients work together and share a ride themselves. So we try and figure out what's the most cost-effective way to help the most number of women, and the funds come in a variety of ways. Cervical cancer is the #1 cancer killer of women in Cambodia, and it's 100% preventable. So it shouldn't be happening, and we see it a lot. So what we want to do is educate women and give them the opportunity to be treated so that they don't die of cancer. That gives them an opportunity to take care of their families, to have education, and to hear the name of Christ. We work with our spiritual impact team every day. But for these outreaches once a month, we're specifically trying to have women come who aren't sick, who don't feel like they need to go to a doctor, and who may not have the financial means to go at all, and who wouldn't know to ask to be sent. So our goal is to bring women who wouldn't go to a doctor on their own, who don't have money to get there, who can be treated before they have symptoms so they don't die of cancer. Because of that, we cover all the costs of these outreaches. So we raise funds that cover the costs of blood tests, of exam that we do, of any treatment that we need. We also give them a nutritionally balanced snack while they're there as we talk about nutrition. And sometimes we help with the cost of transportation. And some women need more extensive treatment, and all of that is part of what we're trying to cover each time they come. On an average month, we'll have 50 patients come on a Friday, and we average about $10 to $12 per patient. Directly hearing the gospel, oftentimes for the first time ever, as we present Christ and as we share the Jesus film, and as our spiritual impact team members sit down with the patients and talk to them. They are being treated with love and respect, getting competent medical care by Christian Cambodian physicians who demonstrate the love of Christ in the way that they speak to them, in the way that they listen to them, and in the way that they care for them. And in this culture, they are not treated well. They may be looked down upon. The regular physician in this country wouldn't take the time to explain to them what their sickness is, give them education, or talk to them about their treatment. When they come to MMC, they're getting 4 hours of health education. They get explanations of the blood work we're doing. If it's positive, we talk to them about what to do next. And when we do cervical cancer prevention, not only do we do the exam and give the treatment, but we give them education about how to prevent this recurring. We want to prevent cervical cancer because it's very difficult to treat once it becomes cancer. Cervical cancer is one of the very few cancers where we can do a test for early warning signs, and we can actually treat it and kill the abnormal cells before they become invasive cancer. So our goal is to detect early changes and treat them so that they never get to have cancer. Thank you for praying with us, for our staff as they care for these women. Thank you for caring for the women of Cambodia and praying for them as they get health care and hear about the love of Christ. And thank you for partnering with us financially so that we can continue to do this excellent work for the Lord.